where success meets psychology in Paulina's way. Strengthen your mindset every week. Success story every Wednesday. Traders who broke through their limits. Psychology session every Friday. Join now. Hit the bell. One session could change your trading forever.
Welcome traders, welcome. I'm Paulina and I am your trading psychology coach, and here at FundingPips we have another success story. And before we dive in, I want to let you know that we're giving away 5K FundingPips accounts. 5 of you will be able to get a chance to win, and I will explain exactly how you can enter as we go along. So stay tuned, take notes, and learn from this wonderful journey of our trader, because today's story is one you can relate to. It's about a trader who started back in 2017 and jumped into crypto with zero knowledge, blew some deposits, and even walked away from trading once, but he came back stronger, more disciplined, and more determined. And fast forward now, he sat here with us with over 32,000 in rewards, trading intraday on gold on his 100K accounts, and he's fully focused on trading gold because the volatility of that instrument is kind of matching his personality and patience. And what makes his story powerful is that it's not about fast cars or flashy lifestyle. It's about simplicity. It's about gardening, growing his own food, keeping his stress under control, and trading with calm consistency. And he has come from delivery jobs, sleepless nights, to reaching the final scaling step at FundingPips, because he is a holder of a hot seat at FundingPips. And here we're showing you the journey and what it takes and what real consistency looks like. And I believe every trader should listen to Cretu's story. Cretu, welcome.
Welcome, thanks for the intro. My name is Cretu Iustin, and I'm 27 years old from Romania, and finally I did to the hot seat.
Yes. So Cretu is our hot seater, number 5 hot seater. And, you know, it's incredible what you have achieved from where you were, how you wanted to give up, and where you are at right now. I think your story is truly inspiring. So let's start from the beginning. How did you start trading? How did you come across trading? Tell us about that story.
Well, I think like everyone else, when you are young, you try to find the ways to make fast money and be popular and so on. And I get into crypto trading when like 8 years ago. And I made some money in a short term, like double my investment, and I lost everything very fast. Nothing new, like
Yes.
everyone, like everyone gambling like this, and you can make money and you can lose everything very fast. And after I stopped doing crypto and I started doing forex because I see forex more relevant for my personality, because crypto doesn't was the, like I say, wasn't for me.
Mm-hmm.
And I started doing forex. I made my first deposit 2 years later after that. And guess what? I lose everything again.
Yes, I've seen that movie before.
Yes. And I didn't stop here. I still going again next month, again next month, again and again. And I say, nah, hell nah, I will stop here. I deleted everything I knew about the MetaTrader, everything, trading view and everything. And I didn't know it's not for me. I will find for a job and I work, and that's it.
So when was that? What year did you switch to trade to forex?
like one and some months later, 2019,
Okay,
2019.
and then what challenges did you face on the Forex journey? So I know that you switched and then you started, being involved in Forex. You said, I blew over my accounts again. What were the challenges that you were facing? Was it psychology? Was it technical? What was it that stopped you from progressing as much as you wanted to? I think we lost Cretu for a little bit. We are going to continue as soon as he comes back. I am here now, so we're going to wait for Cretu to come back. And I think whilst we are waiting, it's really important for all of us to reflect about our trading journeys and think about the moments when we wanted to stop trading and why we kept going trading. What keeps us going? Because all of us started trading for a particular reason, and you always have to have in mind the reason why you did.
Welcome back.
Yeah, it's okay, Cretu, welcome back. This is the beauty of a live stream, that sometimes we get technical issues. That's absolutely fine. So you said that 2019 you joined trading, and my question was, what were the challenges that you faced in Forex? Was it to do with your psychology? Was it to do with greed? Was it to do with not understanding a good strategy, not backtesting? What were the problems that you were facing?
The first problem was the greed, because as I said, I need to make fast money. And plus I said I need the fast. I risked in some trades my full amount of deposit. And as I said, I blew in my account very fast, and it was painful because I invested my money from paying my bills in there.
Wow.
Yes, it's very painful.
Yes, I can
And
only imagine.
after all, as I said, I stopped doing this, and I say no, let's take a break, or no.
Okay, and how long was your break from trading?
From 1 year to 2020, and
Okay,
I said if I come back, I will do my best. I will learn from my mistakes. I try to do my best and invest the money I can afford to lose.
yeah.
It was my
Okay,
first, yes, very
so,
important.
so you said greed was the main thing, and
Yes,
then you came back to trading. And what changed? What changed during that 2-year period that you were like, do you know what? I'm going to do things differently now.
because I learned the value of the money.
Okay. Talk to us more about that. How did you learn
and,
about the
and,
value of the
and I stopped to understand. I stopped to see trading as like gambling.
money? Okay. So do you
It is
think, sorry, continue. Continue.
this thing like stop gambling and so on changed my mind about trading.
Okay. So, I believe some traders who are watching us right now, they went through similar journey, which is risking the money they couldn't afford to risk,
Yes,
because
right.
they wanted to speed up the process and make money fast. Because if you think about it, trading can be very accessible. You can just click buy or sell. That's it. It's very
It's,
simple,
it's not
right?
that simple. It's not that simple.
But in our heads, that's what it looks like. It's just buy or sell. Now, that's not the case. We know it. It takes years, like in any other profession, to actually, become a profitable trader. But what is it that you have to do? Because now I know traders watching us have experienced the same. Maybe they are in the same situation. Maybe they're considering taking a break. Maybe they're considering, that's it, I've lost all my money, I can't do it. What should they do? How did you come out of that? So you stepped away, you went to do the jobs, but you must have gone some kind of transformation within yourself when you said, okay, one more time, but this time I'm going to do it properly?
Okay.
And what
My
did you do?
okay, my first reason was uh, I can do this because I trust in myself, and everyone else here have to trust in
Mm,
his self about. Uh, I think like if I take this easy and I start small with some amount and try learning first and try to find something to fit on myself. And in the beginning, I doing scalping and I made some decent amount of money, like 10% of the account. And I said, pretty well. And I can go again and using my risk management. It's very important to survive in the
yes,
long run. And
absolutely.
this time I worked and trading in the same time. I didn't take any break about, and I said when I have a lot of money to pay my bills and sustain my life, I can stop my job and do this full time.
Yes, 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 yes. Beautiful,
You you
beautiful.
you need a saving account to start doing trading full time because you can make money today and in the next month maybe you can be in drawdown and stay here for a long time. This can happen to everyone.
Absolutely. I want to ask you a question. Through all of these experiences that you went through, how did trading shape your life?
Uh, mm, at this moment, now I'm uh, a more calm person. I didn't involve a lot of emotion like before, and I can control better my emotional status, and I can count my money better, and I don't overspend like I
Beautiful.
did before. Yes, because before I bought many stuff like I don't know, I see something nice online and I want it, but it's useless at the moment.
Yes,
And
of
being more calculated about anything of my life and trying to not run about a luxury life because I like a simple life. I like to grow my own food and tomatoes and plant and
that
make me
is
feel better.
that is beautiful. That is so beautiful. But before we go there, wait, because
Okay,
this,
sorry.
this is what I want to touch on. This is what I want to touch on because I think the transformation that you went through, like you said, you kind of were overspending sometimes, and you were kind of greedy, and you tried
Yes,
to
and running to a luxury
spend that
life.
money fast. Yes, spend that money fast, get quick wins, etc. You kind of said, you know what, I'm going to become a millionaire really fast here. You
Yes,
know,
like that.
yeah, exactly that. And I understand. I completely
I
understand. I think
was
all of
young and
us,
it's normal.
exactly, all of us were in that mindset. I think sometimes we have to go through that journey as traders in order for us to understand what's important. And I think what you have noticed what's important is not spending money, is to live in peace, right?
Yes,
Because
the
that is a
final
big part.
goal is to be free and peace of mind.
Exactly. So now I want to then go through that journey of you coming across Funding Pips. How did you come across Funding Pips? Where did you hear about it?
Uh, Back in the days, about 2 years or 3 years, I hear about uh, on a Telegram, I think, if I remember. And
Okay.
from there, I go to the website, and there by going to the Discord, and I saw the people was happy about fast
Mm,
delivery of the rewards and everything works well. And I said, let's go. I give a try because in the like 3 years ago, I had my own strategy. Already built my age on the market, and I said, let's try. Let's see if I can pass the phase one and continue after.
okay, beautiful. So you came across us, you purchased your first account. What was the account size that you first purchased?
the bigger one. The bigger one.
Beautiful, beautiful. And then I want to talk about that first reward. So you've received your first reward from Funding Pips, or let's talk about the one that meant the most to you, that you received
No,
and you were like, wow.
the first one wasn't with finding peeps. The first one was like 4 years ago, because
Okay.
I'm doing this for much before the
Mm-hmm.
foundation of funding peeps. And
Mm-hmm.
the first money I made from prop firms, I got 4 monitors and a new keyboard from a brand, mm, top brand, and a mouse. And I said, if I get more monitors, I will make more money. And yes, and at this moment, I don't use it. I use one and the maximum two, because sometimes I play some games and looking on the chart
Mm.
in the same time. But for monitors, it's not working.
No, I
You
think it sometimes distracts you more. I used to be the same. It's so funny. The first monitor that, when I received like first money, I bought monitor this big. I swear,
and
I
I
swear. I remember before, yeah, I
it
remember
was
going to the store, picking the biggest one, and I was so proud of myself. And then I bought another one, and then I've noticed they are distracting me more. All I need is one monitor to analyze and execute on my phone. That's what I do. It's
that's
very
simple.
simple. Yeah,
It's very simple. And
absolutely. Very simple.
no,
So
I said
go on.
overspending. Like I was overspending.
Exactly. But I think it's part of that excitement, when you actually get
Yes,
rewarded from the
was
markets.
was incredible at the first,
Yeah,
and even now, if I when I get a pay, I feel the same. It's not
yeah,
nothing changed about. It's the same,
yeah,
like
yeah.
the first time.
So now what I want to highlight is, so of course, those rewards from Funding Pips hit your bank account. I mean, you've received now over $32,000 in rewards, which is amazing. Now, what kind of life has those rewards help you have? Because I know at the start it was exciting, etc. But now you are living a life that you want to live. Like you're saying, growing tomatoes, growing your own veg, living peaceful, stress-free life. Talk to us more about that, because that's such a beauty of a life you are having.
Yes, at this in the present, at this moment, I live in the countryside, away from the city,
Yeah,
away from the cars, a lot of cars, the toxicity to the air and pollution and everything. I have a little garden, and there I have tomatoes. I have 5 types of tomatoes, from the teeny one to the big one, and
amazing.
the eggplants, and I make salad from there. I make a lot of food, and the quality of life is different.
Mm.
Mm. I feel different from like living in the city, and I don't know, doing like going to the coffee shop, and I don't know, restaurant, and
So
it's not
can I ask, when did you make that decision to move away from the city and start a completely different life?
like 3 years ago.
Okay.
And I'm doing this stuff with gardening like 2 years ago. I'm still learning, because first years I didn't made so much.
Yeah.
Most of the diet in the beginning, because a lot of water I put in there, and you have to be very careful, because if you add a lot of water, you can kill the plant.
Yes, of course. Absolutely. There
And
is a whole science behind how should you
it's a
uh
process. It's a
yes.
process. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And
From the
so
seed to the final.
I want to ask about this, because I think it's so beautiful. You live in a life that you chose, and you chose a peaceful, beautiful life with your family? You live in a countryside with your family?
No, with my
By
family
yourself?
and by myself. Yes,
Okay.
because my family is in another country.
Ah, right. I see. Okay. So
It's a different story. Yeah. It's a
yes.
different story.
So you are living your beautiful life. Now, could you walk us through your day? So it's, let's say, Wednesday morning.
Okay.
Cretu wakes up. What does Cretu do? Our hot seater, our funding pips, being consistent, reaching the hot seat, which is not an easy thing to do. What does his day look like before he sits on the charts, after he gets from the charts? Talk us through that.
Okay. If yesterday in the night I did my plants, I watering and stuff, I
Hmm.
can in the next day I can wake up later. I don't have to do again.
Beautiful.
And I wake up like in the morning or 8 or 9 a.m. I get my coffee, checking on news the first. After I go to the chart, seeing if there is anything for the day, and I go to my desk if I see because I check on the phone.
Hmm.
Going to, okay, checking and looking if I see my entry point. If not, I go outside. I do a run. I do something. I go to the store. I get something to prepare from the day, like I don't know something to eat or from breakfast or uh, I do some calls of my friend. Basic stuff. And if I see my entry point, I go back to the desk and I place my order and I stay there and I watching. I don't leave my desk and I finish
Okay.
the trade. I stay there
Okay. Okay.
because I like to manage my trades because sometimes I see a rejection of the price and I
Hmm.
have a little bit of fear my price can come against me more sooner, and I stay there and managing my trades. And after, I don't know, after I close my trades, I go again looking for something to eat or basic stuff, nothing
That's
exceptional.
beautiful. That's beautiful. Like, that's the beauty of
Yes, it's
you
a
living.
freedom. I feel the
Yes.
freedom. I feel the
Yes.
freedom.
You wake up and you have your day like the way you want it. You wake up, you check things, like you said, set your entry point. So your entry point, do you use alarms, and you wait for the price to get to your levels, or what do you do? Like, do you kind of
Yes,
wait, and once the alarm goes off, then you go back to the charts, or do you
yes,
only trade New York session? Like, tell us about that.
I'm using alarms. I place them on TradingView.
Okay.
I place them a little early to my entry points to have time to go there if anything happens.
Mm-hmm.
And usually I trade from London to New York, and that's it.
London to New York session.
Yes, right.
Okay. Okay. Beautiful. So, do you trade on a higher time frame? Like, what is your process also of analysis? So you don't have to
Well,
give us your
I,
strategy,
I
but
have
kind of,
my
do you establish the bias on higher time frame and to a lower time frame? Like, what is your style?
my system is based just on one time frame, 50 minutes,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm about this. I'm following the trend, like higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, and again
Beautiful.
lower high, lower low, and it's like I see trading my style. I see my style like a surfing. The price go
Beautiful.
like
So you
surfing
just
in
surf
now.
with the price. Do you
Yeah.
look to the left, or the price is at the level, or do you just go with the flow?
Yeah. In the last period of time, like last month, I'm looking more from buys, like going up, like
Yes, 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 yes.
go with the wave.
Beautiful. This
And
is
in the same
so.
time, oh, sorry,
I just,
sorry.
I want to. No, no, no. It's okay, Kretu. I think we're both really excited to talk because it's so fantastic. Like, I want to highlight to every single viewer right now watching us. This is the beauty of trading. Now, one time frame, 15 minutes. That's it. And the way Kretu has explained it, it's that simple. Higher high, lower high.
Yes.
And And that's it. And follow the trend. And he sees it as surfing, just going with the flow, not trying to double guess, none of that. And he's just going with that. Now, I want to ask another question, because you are our hot seater. I mean, I want to highlight. Cretu is a hot seater at FundingPips. There are only 5 hot seaters. And I think now we're down to 4, you know. Now, Cretu, was that your goal to become a hot seater at FundingPips, or you just been trading and you are a hot seater because you've been just so consistent?
No, from the beginning, I wanted to be there.
Okay.
I see the possibility to reach the hot seat, but I said I will try. I'll do my best. I will lower my risk to have much time in the long run. And after 1 year and 8 months, I got there with 20 payouts. We have 20 payouts. And just one single account I have just bought. The first account is the first account who made me hot seater.
You are amazing. You are amazing. Amazing. You know, that is a comeback. You know,
Yes,
2017, started 2017, lost all of his money, went to Forex, and he thought, okay, 2019, I'm going to trade Forex. Lost money that were for the bills, like that he shouldn't spend. Then he's like, you know what? I'm taking a break from this. Then he comes back, focused. He knows what he needs to work on. And he's like, I can do this because I understand now value of money, because I need to work so many hours in the real world, you know, doing a job where in trading, all I have to do is follow my rules, click, wait. That's it. That's our job. Follow the rules, understand the markets. And what's the most amazing part, you simplified it for yourself. 15 minutes time frame, one time frame. Gold, any other asset?
I'm doing gold in the last months. I did before US 30 like my main.
Okay.
I'm still backtesting gold. It's not ready yet. It's not the same like
Okay.
US 30.
Okay. It's beautiful. And he just follows that. And he has received over 20 rewards at FundingPips, and he becomes the hot seater. I mean, from the first account, from one account. So the return on investment is, I'm going to do that. A return on investment is absolutely crazy. So that would be 200. It's 500. I'm going to calculate this because I need to. That's 64 times 100. That's 6,400 return on investment. That's your return on investment. Voila. That is a businessman. This is a businessman right in front of us here. Amazing, beautiful. What's next for Cretu? What is next? Are you aiming for max allocation at FundingPips? Are you looking to build your own accounts, or are you just going to continue the way you are going right now?
From the next max allocation, I need just 10K to reach the max allocation.
Okay.
And from now and from my futures, I will try to survive and keep the work to make.
Survive.
I don't know. I want, yes, to survive. I have reached this point, but the journey just started.
True. That's absolutely true. And I love that mindset, because, you know, so many traders sometimes reach a certain success and they think, oh, I'm done. No, it's
not my final destination. It's not.
Exactly. It's like finishing university sometimes, you know, people finish university and they think, well, yes, I'm done now. No. Your journey is about to start, you know. Exactly. Now, I'm curious, what advice would you give to a trader who just purchased FundingPips account? What kind of advice would you give them?
To treat the account like surfing.
Okay.
You go you go with the wave. Sometimes the wave push you down. You have to to get up and do again and again and again, because this is it. You have to try. You have to do something. If you just looking and I don't know, you have to work for this if you want to be successful. And from my journey, by the last 3 years, I did something wow to say. But my first five was painful. Was
Mm,
and
exactly. So don't give up, guys.
don't give up. You can do. If I
You
can,
can.
you can.
Exactly. Exactly that. Now, Cretu, what did you learn about yourself as a person? Because I already asked what does trading mean to you, etc. But you evolved a lot. And what did you learn about yourself as Cretu?
Uh, I see myself like a nice guy to say. I'm.
Yeah.
Uh, I have some anxiety to say. I'm still working on it.
Okay.
Okay, to
Perfect.
pass about, yes, we have in the first place to work on yourself.
Yes. Yes.
And I have a
Absolutely.
lot, and I have a lot to work on myself. uh, I go to therapy from my psychology and so on.
Beautiful. And this is where I'm saying that perfect, beautiful, because one of the biggest growth factors in human beings is being able to say, this is what I'm struggling with, this is what I'm struggling with, and I'm working on it. And I'm keep on growing. And this is just the start. Like you said, it's not my end destination. And I'm working with the right people to help me stay aligned here because all of the data that we backtest, all of the data that we collect in the markets, all of the risk management techniques, all is here. This
Yes,
here is the most precious thing, your brain, our brains, our psychology, you know?
yes. As I said, I did 10,000 backtest on the US 30 just to understand about uh, this backtesting killed my mind and everything about I have dreamed about in my dreams,
Yeah.
and it's not okay. I do not advise anyone to do this, because it's better to do live trading and understand from mistakes. Because when I did my backtest, I was like, why I don't winning? Why I keep losing?
Mm,
Why? This is not, it's not okay from your mind and your health and anything.
yeah, true. I completely understand you. It's not an easy journey to be a trader. It seems so easy, but it's not. It takes a lot of mental toughness to go through it, and to come on the other side. Now, guys, it's your opportunity now to ask Cretu questions. So come to YouTube, Funding Pips YouTube, join the live and start asking questions. I will read out a few questions. And in the meantime, I am going to tell you how to enter the giveaway. So we are going to give away 5K Funding Pips challenge accounts. What you have to do is comment under this video when we finish the live stream and tell us what have you learned from our hot seater Cretu. What have you learned from his journey? We are very curious about what you have learned, and we are going to announce the winners next Tuesday evening in our blog, which is going to be attached here under this video too. Now, I'm going to start the questions. So we have questions coming through for you. And by the way, all the way through that our conversations, so many comments, we're coming through positive comments about your journey, how you are inspiring people, and what they are learning from you is truly, truly amazing. Now, someone is asking how many trade. Oh, okay. Before we go into trading, how do you cope with your emotions in the markets?
By therapy.
Therapy. There we go.
Yes, by therapy. You already everyone know trading is a lonely journey, and I choose to get myself and fix my emotional, and now it's everything okay, and I don't involve a lot of emotion on my trades.
Beautiful. And this is, I just want to say from psychological perspective, Cretu has found a way where he has an outlet of his emotions, understanding his emotions better, managing his emotions better. And for that reason, those emotions don't showcase in the markets. And that's why working with a psychologist is so important. If I could, I would prescribe everybody therapy in their lifetime. Honestly.
Yes, so when you struggle, you ask for help. You have to ask for help.
100% is one of the best decisions that you can make for yourself as a human being, whether you're a trader or you're not a trader, both.
Yeah,
Now, I have, go on.
okay, you have to ask for help because sometimes the situation
Mm,
can go over your head and you can't can't take anymore.
exactly. Exactly. Now, I have another question. That question is about your trading. How many trades do you take per week?
Sometimes I take 2 trades a week. Sometimes I take three a month, depends. And sometimes
Wow.
I can take in the past I did a lot trades, and no, my win rate was about 14%. Now it's lower, but winning more. I
No
don't know
way.
because yes, because the risk to reward is different. I use 1 to 5 and 1 to 6, depends what I see on the market.
Wow. What? Guys, guys,
And it's not swing trading on anything. I do day trading, like from the Londons to New York. But I trade less.
beautiful. Like literally, you are just such a great example of keeping trading simple and not over trading, that you don't have to trade every day to be a consistent trader and to be a hot seater as well. Like, it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing.
Let's say everyone can hit the hot seat because it's just 16 payouts and 40% gains. Anyone you can do this in like some months and so on. But I did this in the long run, like 2 years a must. But I don't like to rush the things because I wait
Guys,
to see my entry.
Cretu says it's easy. It's easy to become
It's
hot
easy.
seater. Easy, easy.
You
Come
have
on, guys.
you have to give time.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
You
That's a
don't
key
have to
message here.
force. You don't have to force the trades. You don't have to force the entry. Just wait.
Yeah. I have a beautiful question for you. Beautiful. I love this question. Are you ready? Okay.
Right?
There we go. It goes. If you had to start all over again today, what would you do differently on your funded journey?
A lot of things in the first place. Stop gambling. Stop using the money I didn't afford to lose, and working on myself sooner.
There we go. That's it. I'm going to take last question, which is about drawdown. And the question goes, when you are in drawdown and you hit stop loss, how do you control yourself not to revenge trade?
Okay, about this account from FundingPips, I wasn't drawdown about 7 times. I
Mhm.
was 4 times away from my max drawdown, and I
Wow.
recovered from there. And the first time was that was painful because I said, "Oh no, I will lose my account. I have to start over again and again." And after I see I recovered and I make some profit, I got some payouts, and again I go to drawdown and again recovered and so on. But wasn't that hard because I did this in long run. I didn't do this in 4 5 days to say And when I'm drawdown, I reflect over the trades I did, and the next one
Beautiful.
will be better.
Beautiful. You are such an inspiration, and I really hope that whoever watches this today or rewatches it after, you really take in those words and advices, and you really take notes and reflect on yourself what you need to do as a trader, because it is possible. Cretu himself went through so much adversity, and now he's in a position where he lives the life he wants with peace, stress-free. And you know, when he talked about his routine and what he does on a daily basis, is beautiful. It's genuinely beautiful, and I wish
Thank
that upon everybody here. And Cretu, I'm so happy that you are our hot seater. I'm so happy for you, even though, you know, we just met. I feel such a warmth in my heart towards you, with your achievements, with how you're working on yourself, how you are sharing everything, and you are so open about your journey. I wish you all the best. I'm pretty sure we're going to have more of those conversations, you know, when you hit another
I
target, another target, another target. And it's been a pleasure, absolute pleasure. I want to remind everybody that we're doing a giveaway. So we are going to give away 5K FundingPips challenge accounts. All you have to do is comment under the video after the live stream and tell us what lessons have you learned from Cretu's journey. Cretu, last words to the audience.
waiting and don't rush.
That's it. Beautiful. Cretu, thank you so much. It's been a pleasure
Thanks
speaking
for
with you.
that.
Guys, thank you so much for being here, and I really hope you learned a lot. Goodbye.
Where success meets psychology in Paulina's way. Strengthen your mindset every week. Success story every Wednesday. Traders who broke through their limits. Psychology session every Friday. Join now. Hit the bell. One session could change your trading forever. FundingPips. Built by traders for traders.